I've got everything unboxed now. I'll kind of do a little walkthrough of all the parts. Start over here. Got some aluminum that's been bent on the brake. Rudder pedals, part of the controls. This is part of my landing gear. I'm going to be getting the TK1 shocks and the main gear legs from TK1. Here are the seats. It's got Super Stole tailwheel suspension. There's the shock for it. Some wood butt ribs. I went with Behringer wheels and brakes. That is the parking brake. It's brake cylinder, reservoir. Here are the wheels. I got the gray wheels. I'm gonna go with 29-inch air streaks, I think, for tires. And then here is the brake caliper and axle assembly. Behringer stuff is really nice. Brake hose. Just a bunch of small parts here, hardware. A couple small fiberglass parts. Bolts, fittings. I think this is a frame for a window. More aluminum parts. Seat belt. More hardware. I got the turtle deck there against the wall. Got everything out of the fuselage. It's got a couple of modifications on it that Steve Henry recommended. I think one of them is they weld the push-pull tube for the elevator below the cargo floor, so there's no cap running over it. Just cleans up the inside of the plane a little bit. I can't remember what else was done. Oh, and on the back, it's got this Super Stole. The mount, here's the hinge point for the Super Stole suspension on the tail wheel. It's going to have a Highlander main legs, but I'm going to get them from TK1. Got two aluminum 13-gallon wing tanks, and Steve Henry is making me a 5-gallon header tank. It has the Rotax 914 cowling. I've been told that works best for the Yamaha Apex. I think that's the firewall. And here we got all our welded steel parts. Looks like the horizontal stabilizer here. Seats. This is an upgrade. This is the welded frame for the doors. I was told that if you don't get the welded ones, it's kind of like a pop riveted together type deal. And it actually has a hinged separate upper half for the window, so you can pop the upper half windows open. Steve Henry took me for a ride in his at Oshkosh, and that's how we took off. We were just flying with windows open for a while, and when you close them, it gets a little quieter. It's hard to see everything here. Got the elevator, the fin, and the rudder all stacked up right there, and the ailerons and flaps pre-made. The flaps I'm going to be extending along with the wings. Each wing and flap will get about another 18 inches. So I think the total wingspan will be about 35 feet. And I think for now what I did was I strapped the wings to this construction scaffolding I got. Got one wing on each side, and I've got struts up above and some long parts in here. This is fiberglass leading edge for the flaps and ailerons. I don't think I'm going to be putting on the ailerons. Steve Henry has a better design. He says it's more like the Super Stole aileron. There's some bent parts. Maybe looks like some trailing edge material. Here's the other wing. Well, that's about it. I kind of have everything laid out. I got to do an inventory now, make sure I got all the parts. Everything looks good. Nothing is damaged. There's Roxy. But yeah. So the plane's going to have Yamaha Apex engine for power plant. It's stock 150 horsepower. I'm hoping that there'll be a turbocharger kit available for it, so we can be making more like 250 to 300. And as far as main wheels, landing gear, and the mains, it's going to have TK1 shocks, TK1 gear legs. It's got Behringer wheels and brakes, dual caliper brakes. And I think I'm going to go with the Alaskan Bush Wheel Air Streaks, 29 inch. The instrument panel is to be determined. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. Super Stol tail wheel. It'll have extended wings, a leading edge cuff. Can't think of anything else as far as modifications. It's going to be covered in the Aura Tex. I'm going to try that. I really didn't enjoy painting my last airplane. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, just let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. Or if you want to see any more of these parts, just let me know. I'll probably, well, I am most likely going to be putting this for sale as soon as it's done. My plan here is to finish the airplane, fly the 40-hour test phase off, and then put it for sale. And then if it sells, I'll probably buy another one, build another one.